Alright, last time you were exploring the inside of a D4. You making it through the initial hallway of a collapsing ceiling, you maneuvered up the stairs and solved a bone puzzle to open the doors leading to the next rooms. Investigating some statues that held some trinkets, magically attuned rings, and other interesting information such as evocation spells. You found an arched way amid bones and gold coins arranged in a skull design. Shoving Pastiche's familiar into a hole in the ceiling, he pecked at what turned out to be an unlocking mechanism. Gathering your courage, you moved through the watery portal, and on the other side was a gargantuan cage. There's glowing runes on the ground, there's statues surrounding it on every corner. Curious sight. Chuman explored the right side and found a strange whip-like bladed weapon. Was pondering a cup and ball when Makayla opened the door to the left, and the air was filled with shrieks and panic from the being left to their own devices in the room. This time, felling a creature driven mad by curiosity and the pain of realization, you are now the ones left to your own devices. Currently, this room is an unorganized mess, especially from the melee that took place a moment ago. Workbenches are overturned, broken, torn papers on every surface, books ripped apart, broken glass, broken containment vats, there's spewing liquids all over the floor. There's shards of broken crystal, slumped. There's like a slumped armored humanoid in the corner that was brought to action by one of the dragon shards falling in it. While another one remains suspended and inanimate in the other corner. Dragon shards are hanging from the ceiling, and among the few things that are still intact are vials and vases, just like palm shells and stuff. A couple contraptions of unknowable purpose rest on the floor and on the odd, still intact desk or shelf. There's a curiously smoking skull, and there's a huge contraption, the largest contraption in the southwest corner. With the promise of even more pyramid to discover, what would you like to do?
So what was the major, massive contraption?
You don't know yet. You're walking into it. But Makayla is next to it. What would you like to do?
Yes. Makayla is looking at it in
roll me a
confusion and awe, I guess.
No, you don't need to roll.
Okay.
You're able to see what it is. It looks, Makayla's been around. You know what things look like. This looks like a very large orrery. It has lots of kind of globes on it. There's lots of gears that the globes are resting on. There's arms that are extending from the center large globe. It's very, very big, very, very geary and coggy, and there's quite a bit going on. Like the orbs all look kind of translucent, where you could ostensibly see something, see through them, but it's super foggy. As you bring your gaze down, there is a recess. It is a small little circular recess. It is raised up from the ground by just like a small little kind of bronze stem, so it's not flush with the ground, just like on that big dais like a statue would be or something. There's overall kind of bronzish in color. And as you stand there pondering this, and everyone else is kind of recuperating from the melee and looking around and getting their bearings, all of you hear a slam, and the whole pyramid trembles. From something occurring perhaps below you.
Oh.
Oh, what was that?
Probably our pursuer. Getting out of the pathway. We don't have... I don't think we have much more time to look around, but... God, there's so much here.
I suppose we give this a quick skim and then we keep moving.
Probably for the best.
Grab whatever looks useful or relevant, I suppose.
Pastiche, I saw a couple of things on the other side, down the hallway, if you want to come with me. I didn't get to finish looking.
Sounds good. Just a moment. And then Pastiche is going to approach the orrery and try to wrest the smallest planet from it.
Make a strength check.
You got it.
Oh god, that's wrong.
15. Okay. Yeah. The smallest one. All right. So, like, you look around and just eyeball which, the general size. And then you reach out a clawed hand and you grab one of the orbs. And it takes some exertion to just grunt with effort, and yeah, you do manage in breaking it, and you now have a small orrery thing in your hand.
Alright. We're gonna pocket that and follow behind Chuman.
Alright.
What's going on back here?
Going on back here? What are we back here?
These creatures and bats.
Alright, so yeah, they appear to be humanoid creatures. Vaguely shaped like a regular humanoid. They have that arrangement of limbs. They are all wearing...
No fucking way.
Yeah, they have that arrangement of limbs. They have golden masks obscuring their face. It's the mask itself has its own emotion. The one that you're looking at appears to have like a question, like a curious kind of emotion. The other one, as you peek over it, it's got kind of like a open mouth kind of emotion. It is knocked and just slumped on the ground, so sitting with its back resting against the mat. There's lots of broken glass everywhere. If you want to take a closer look, you can roll me perception or investigation.
Okay, well, first of all, Xalia is going to shapeshift into one of these, matching their build and formation as much as possible, and minor illusion her own mask.
Okay.
And then she's going to investigation.
Excellent. Excellent. You see.
Next 3.
So yeah, you, Twig and Makayla, you watch as Xalia assumes an exact likeness of the creature that you see before. Still made out of skin, but Xalia, you ascertain that this creature is largely metallic. What first looked like armored plates, where it's just covered in armor from head to toe, is actually the entire makeup of this creature. It is hollow inside. There are no... it houses no organs, no muscles. It is completely constructed. It is definitely a created thing, not a somebody built this. Let's see. It has a dragon shard lodged in its back. Actually, no, sorry, that shattered. There's like dragon shard crystal pieces going everywhere. it's just resting there. That is your investigation check that I can give you for 7.
Okay. I'm gonna poke the glass.
Okay. It's kind of like touching like the little science lightning bolt thing. Not a huge reaction.
Okay. He's going to tap on the glass, pattern-wise.
Tap on the glass. Like the glass of the vat.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just boom, boom. It's glass. Normal glass.
Okay, no reaction from it though?
Nope.
Okay. She's not moving, by the way, unless one of you grabs her. Just so you're on the same page here.
You can see like Xalia like slowly enter the the vat as she gets closer to this slumped over humanoid. Who's like gets all up in it. Let's see.
Makayla's looking at the table behind the orrery.
Oh, okay. Behind the orrery, you actually notice something that you could not before. There is something growing here, Makayla. There's a plant.
Oh.
It's a rose. And it's actually a very curious rose. As you look behind, like you wedge behind the overturned shelves and broken stuff, you just kind of like see if there's anything behind it. It's just a regular little potted plant with a little rose growing out of it. The rose is this dark purple color, and it has just 2 little leaves, just typical, like rose, as you would think of one, just 2 little leaves. It has thorns, of course, but something interesting about it is that as it stays there, you notice little jumps of electricity, just jumping from the leaf, coalescing over the thorns and around the big blossom. It's just sitting there chilling.
I kind of like move my hand close to it, like not fully touching it, but like kind of slowly trying to poke it.
Yeah.
See if it will shock me if I try and.
Makayla, really good at getting electrocuted, at least recently.
Yeah.
You.
Like it's her purpose.
You slowly, cautiously, move your digits towards the rose, just extending a finger, waiting for the inevitable shock. It comes, but and indeed, what happens is you hear like a and you are startled and you jump as Xalia steps on a piece of glass. But you reach out and you get as close as. Do you want to touch it?
I mean, yes, the goal is to touch it,
Okay.
but
You get
very,
you get very close.
willing to like snap my hand back if it
Okay.
at all shows signs of.
Yeah. As you get closer, there's like a little bit of electricity that just kind of like over the blossom, but you eventually touch it, and you were not electrocuted for once. And I say for once, but it's only happened one time.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it did like all my HP, but like, yeah.
Well, you did get like a little jolt from the statue with the hand.
Oh, true.
But anyway, yeah, nothing happens. Nothing involving electricity happens. You touch it. It is a genuine plant. Its petals are organic. It feels nice.
Is it just it's like growing in a pot over here?
Oh, I neglected to mention earlier. The pot does not have soil in it.
Oh.
Instead is some kind of curious, foamy, porous substance. It's kind of like a green color.
Oh, weird. I poke that. See what's up with that.
It's kind of spongy. Like, it resists your touch, but when you put enough force into it, yeah.
Huh.
It sponges down.
Strange. And there's nothing else on the table? It's just the... Oh.
Let's see here. Behind the... Or, let me check my notes. You see what looks like a book or box, around the size of like a matchbook or like a matchbox.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only other thing.
Oh, yeah, I would just take a quick glance at what that box/book is.
Okay. It's like a sliding box, so you just kind of slide it out a little bit. Inside are like it's just
look.
Huh?
Yeah, I just look at what's inside.
Yeah. There is just like a lot of looks like grains of sand, but it looks like it's metal. Like it's got that like metallic look to it, but it is just very small grains.
Okay, I guess. I don't think Makayla would think anything of use beyond just this is interesting, but would put it back and I guess move back out.
In the meantime, Pastiche is this room right over here. I was in this room. It looked like this was somebody at least writing down notes and keeping up with things.
Before we get into that, that fountain behind you, have you checked it?
No. I did not get there beforehand.
Pastiche is going to approach the fountain.
Okay, you die.
Alright, that was a good session of D&D, everybody. See you all in another one.
So at the end of the hallway, Pastiche, it is a basin containing water.
Okay.
Indeed, it's a fountain. There's like this little flow of crisp, clean, fresh water. It just bloop, comes out like a little faucet-looking thing into this basin. It's always the same level. It doesn't look like it's in any danger of overflowing, but it is filled directly to the brim. It is flush with the line of the basin. There is an engraving of an octopus, easily recognizable as Dagon above it. It seems to be an inscription right below the recognition of Dagon. So you come up to this basin. Yeah, what would you like to do?
Pastiche is going to stick an arm in and see if they can reach the bottom.
Okay. You stick an arm in. You feel this lovely, cool, calming sensation, cleaning sensation as you stick your arm in. Your arm feels great, probably because you were just in a fight and you were heated up. And this cool sensation is cooling you down, and you know it's water. But you cannot feel the bottom. You take a look over, and upon closer inspection, it's actually more of a well. It looks like it goes deep. You do not have dark vision. There is a light, barely visible, and the refraction of the water as it flows and moves causes it to wink out and come back in. You're not even sure if it is something at the bottom. It might be something reflecting off of yourself, Chuman, or the room.
About how wide is this basin?
It's like wide. Well, it's got like a let's see, it's like a 14-foot radius. Sorry, diameter. Okay. 7 radius, 14-foot diameter.
Okay.
Is there something special about the space?
Well, it seems there's something glowing at the bottom. It's quite deep. More of a well than a basin. If you don't mind, I would like to check.
Yeah, sure. And I guess Chuman is gonna look in the basin to try and see the shiny object that he's talking about.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Perception check for Chuman. Yep.
Perception.
Okay.
14.
Nice. You peer over, and you don't see what Pastiche is quite talking about. But then for a moment, there's like a wink of light, and then it disappears.
Chuman's gonna see if he can grab it.
Okay. As Pastiche is levering themselves into the water, you reach down, you grab only water. Whatever it is much further than your arm can extend.
Shortly after Chuman reaches in, Pastiche is going to dip their other arm into the water, and then their head into the water, and then their body into the water.
Not again.
And try to swim towards the bottom.
Okay. There's a
Cannot believe you're not recruiting fishy mode.
lizard person. You have a swim speed. Look out.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Extremely easy.
Chuman just looks in shock.
Yeah, extremely easy, Pastiche. Chuman, you watch as Pastiche goes down beneath the water surface. They're gone for some time. Pastiche.
Yes.
You swim down. You don't have dark vision, so you can't really see like the area around you, but you are smart enough and you have your wherewithal around you enough to continue down the same direction. You don't get like swirled around and that kind of thing. But you do get a nice kind of like refreshing sensation and a cleaning sensation. Roll me 2d4.
Wait. Oops.
Pastiche turns into 2d4 pastiches.
He's powering up, oh no.
You gain that many temporary hit points.
Oh, nice.
Because you're already full health. And you swim. You swim. It takes you about 2 minutes. Your breath is starting to get a little like you're starting to get out of breath, but then you reach the bottom and you're able to see the bottom of this well because it is illuminated. So you get the sense that the refraction of light throughout this well is messing with the visibility. So
sorry.
Huh?
Was I running out of breath for some sort of unnatural reason, or...?
No, just for natural reason.
Oh, well, I can hold my breath for 15 minutes.
Oh! None of that happened. Easily able to withstand yourself. No stress, in fact, Pastiche. You're able to get to the bottom, and you have the easy, calm sense, since you're not struggling for breath. And the bottom of this basin is illuminated because it has no bottom.
Oh.
Below you you can see another room. Below you is a pool of water. You can make out a little bit of floor around the pool, but from where you are, still in this basin, not much else.
Okay. Pastiche is gonna take a good look,
Okay.
then swim back to the top.
Take a good look, like poke your head out of the water?
If I'm able to, yeah.
You're able to.
Okay.
Cool, give me a perception check. Cool. And a straight charisma.
Okay.
Okay. So, blinking the water. No, you don't. You're a lizard man. You got an extra film covering your eyes. So you poke your head out of the water, and it looks like you're on. It looks like you're on the ceiling. You poke your head out of the top of a room. The room has a very large square pool. The pool is slightly glowing, so that with this kind of like watery color. There's lots of bones, lots of gold coins. There's some statues around. Before you begin to take this all in before you feel a presence alongside you again. It's been growing in its ability to feel, in its ability to sense next to you, and the overall sensation you get from this presence is just one of being courageous and something more towards the lines of there is a all-you-can-eat buffet.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Pastiche is gonna sit on that for a moment, and then return to the surface.
2 more minutes. Pastiche returns to you, Chuman.
Pastiche?
Hi, there's a room beneath us. The bottom of the well. I'm not sure. The water stops, and then there's a room, and then another pool.
I'm sorry?
I believe this is a way forward, Chuman.
Okay. I most definitely did not expect for there to be more from this. Oh. I suppose if that is anything, we should inform the rest.
Yes, of course, but you said you saw something in that other room.
Yes, it's also where I've got the sword from, too. There was a shiny object, though I couldn't make what it could have been.
Well, lead the way. Let's check it out.
Right. And Chuman heads into the room he was before.
Okay. So Pastiche, this is the first time you've seen this room. So you notice that there, you walk past an open door, and on each side there is some art, and it seems to bear an art of like a flaming bird with outstretched wings. So
is this on either side of the doorway?
Either side of the door.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, took a while to send. Sorry.
There is music.
There's music for me.
Probably need to refresh. Or hit
Okay.
play on the global.
I'll refresh it.
Okay. But yeah. So on either side of the there was a door here. It has been opened, ostensibly by Chuman. So inside, it's also somewhat unorganized. There's several workbenches here. One of them holds a crumpled and folded parchment the size of the workbench. One holds several construction and excavation tools like chisels, soft bristle brushes, and a set of gear for climbing. Another has like a little cup or chalice. It's a golden chalice. It has several recesses on it, but inside, just inside the chalice in the cup thing, is a cracked sphere, giving off a faint red light.
Well, Pastiche is headed for the chalice.
Okay. Chuman,
They're
you
gonna-
watch as Pastiche beelines.
Pick up the chalice and fiddle with the sphere.
Okay. It is a chalice. You could ostensibly drink from this. it is a cup. Yeah. So there's plenty of recesses on it. Looks like jewels or something have been plucked out of it, perhaps. There is a sphere. It is cracked. Looks like there's light coming out of it. It's in the cup.
I couldn't make heads or tails of it. Yeah, but I figured that it may have been useful for what we needed, at least in this pyramid.
It's actually got a bit of a weight to it.
Okay. Pastiche is gonna put it in an open palm, just kind of toss it up and down a bit.
Toss what?
The sphere, not the chalice.
Oh, okay. So you take the sphere out of the cup.
Yeah.
Okay, you die.
Not again.
Racking them up. All right, no, just kidding. Nothing happened.
Accel's just being the vengeful god and kills you, raises you, kills you, raises you, kills you, raises you.
So you take the sphere out of the cup, Pastiche. Just grab it by the cracks with a couple claws.
Yeah.
And you take the sphere out, and the sphere actually produces some kind of very dull, creamy light. Inside the chalice is another object. Looks to be some kind of ruby. It is also faintly glowing. It is uniquely shaped. The bottom is round, and then the top is spiky in various different areas. So you got double prizes.
Double prizes?
I guess if there's no odd reaction when Pastiche takes the sphere, they'll pocket it and then grab the ruby.
Oh, sorry. You also said you toss it up?
Yeah.
It hangs in the air for a little moment and then floats back down to your palm.
Huh.
Levitation?
Certainly something resembling it. Chuman, catch! Pastiche is going to throw the sphere towards Chuman. Just a light toss.
Chuman keeps his eyes on it as I assume it just slowly floats down.
Yeah, it balloons towards you.
It's the first I've ever seen of.
Well, there's more where that came from. Pastiche is going to remove the ruby from the chalice.
Cool.
And then try to juggle that one a bit too.
It's a rock, unfortunately.
Darn. This one seems a bit more regular.
If then it means it probably has some magical abilities imbued into it. We could have Xalia take a look at this.
You hear a
Yeah.
thunk as Xalia falls into the vat she's just tried to climb into.
Oh no!
Are you okay, Xalia?
She gets up.
I think you knock
Anything
Um,
yeah, you guys hear that,
Go
that
ahead.
thunk? And Xalia, I think you knock over the humanoid. Out of its mouth topples a gold coin.
Oh,
Cool.
She doesn't care about the gold coin. She's looking at the figure. She's getting up close and just, if it's not responding, she's gonna start moving it around herself, poking it.
You enjoy your mannequin.
Oh hell yes.
it sounds like she's right on cue, Pastiche.
Well, I am quite magically inclined myself, you know.
Something of a wizard myself.
Then,
Pastiche is going to try to take a closer look at the ruby, see if they can discern anything particularly magical about it.
Cool, give me an Arcana.
Chuman's just holding his hand out with the ruby.
The sphere?
Yeah, the sphere.
Yeah,
I got
so
him too.
you have like a little cracked sphere in your hand. It very dully pulses with a creamy glow. And yeah, it seems buoyant. It's not very heavy. Pastiche with your 18 Arcana, that's pretty good. You take a look at it, and indeed, it seems like you study it for a moment, turn it over in your claws. It seems like it has been infused with some kind of energy. You recognize that both with your sight and with with your Arcana skill, that there seems to be something burning inside of it.
Huh.
While Pastiche is checking out the ruby, Chuman gets an idea and tries to jump up with holding the sphere.
Okay. You jump up and you land. It does not modify your gravity.
Okay.
There's certainly something within this ruby. Something burning inside.
Burning. Any chance? I suppose you can. I don't know. Pull it out.
Hmm.
As for the spear, I mean, seems that only the sphere is can float.
Well, naturally. I saw that jump of yours. Did you perhaps think it would carry you?
I at least suspected, or at least hoped for it to alter my falling, but much to my dismay, nothing has changed.
Well, I respect your curiosity, Chuman. As for this ruby, Pastiche holds it up between two claws, gives it another look over.
I'll say your Arcana check will also double as a perception check because you're like truly investigating it. It looks the ruby itself is cut vaguely to resemble kind of like a flame or fire, which goes along with the sense of with the burning sensation from within it. It's kind of warm, like warm to the touch, whereas the cracked sphere was just cold, room temperature.
After looking at it a bit longer, Pastiche is just going to slam the ruby into the ground.
Okay.
What? Pastiche?
Give me a strength check. Roll 1d20.
You got it.
That's how much damage you take.
Okay. Chuman, you watch as Pastiche raises their hand, looks at the ground, and then turns their arm around and slams the ruby into the ground. It makes this shattering sound of just and pieces explode into every corner, just everywhere. It even goes like as if like there's a piece, as if like it didn't break from the impact, but it broke from something exploding in the center, and like that's how like the pieces go everywhere. You'll take 1 damage from gemstone shrapnel hitting you.
Wow.
And yeah, there's just shards of ruby everywhere now. Some of them in your skin for a little bit.
Is this audible from the other room?
Maybe like a glass break noise, but it's faint.
Oh, okay.
Just it embedded in your clothes where it's stuck in, and there is a small mote of energy that swirls, wisps, and spirals away, and as it disappears, it is accompanied by like a faint wail.
Oh.
Well, that was a bit more exciting than I expected. Are you alright, Chuman?
Yes. What ideas do you have in your head?
Did you have a better idea? Were you going to pull the fire out?
Well, I certainly didn't expect it to explode on.
Well,
Oh.
if we run into any more, we know what to do with them.
Right.
Pastiche kind of wipes some shards off their arm. Anyway, was there anything else you wanted to check out in this room?
These are the only 2 things that I did find interesting. Unless there's something that I'm not aware of that you might see. Otherwise, we could join the rest.
Pastiche will take a quick look around the room for anything else interesting.
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Shrapnel.
Wow.
Are you joking? Double 20.
Alright.
Cool.
So there is the reason it was disadvantage is because as you look around the room, there's this overwhelming presence behind you from your bedroll where it's just like this feeling of approval and like an expression of thanks.
I see.
And yeah, so that makes you kind of wonder for a moment, but two natural 20s. Come on, man. That was
What can
cool.
I say?
Yeah, cool. It was up to Pastiche. It would simply roll high twice. I mean, the set of gear for climbing looks useful. It seems similar to what Zoaz had. So you could take that and use that to help in your future ascensions or descensions. Or even horizontal. Yeah, you could grab that and get a climbing kit. And then let's see, the crumpled folded parchment. I mean, that's still there. It's the only like big object in the room. The rest of it is like vases, clay, other pottery and clayware.
Pastiche is definitely
There
gonna
is a
take fun with
closed, there is a closed kind of trunk in one of the corners of the room.
Mm-hmm. Pastiche is gonna take the climbing kit, start packing that away.
Add that to your inventory.
Take a quick look at this crumpled parchment.
Okay.
Just kind of unfurl it a bit. See if they can get a good look at it.
Sure, it's a map, of course. It depicts just the continent. It is majorly unadorned, except for the lines between the different nations. But even the lines are kind of just like a single vertical line and not actually depicting the territories. There is words, sorry, per nation. On going from left to right for Hollandis, it reads someone else. For Durlask, it reads trick. For Olga, it reads Sunne. Some Draconic word. For Expernete, it reads disguise, and for Illigum, it reads play.
Okay. About how big is this thing?
It's big. Like you're only able to open it up by stretching your arms completely wide, like all the way out. It's just a big map.
Yeah. I think, yeah. Pastiche will mention the map to Chuman. Do these words mean anything to you? And point out the different words associated with each region.
Can I roll a history check on that?
Sure, you can roll history.
Well,
No, they don't mean anything to you.
I'm afraid not. I've never heard any of those words before.
For the record, can I say I like put some like a ration or like a bowl of water in front of the door to the south? If I
Sure.
have any, as a warning, just kind of keeping guard over it. So I'm doing this whole time.
Yeah, totally. You
Okay.
put that down. You just grab like a bowl and fill it with some water from your water skin, which you realize unfortunately you cannot do because your water skin is completely empty. So you go for a ration and you find it moldy and disgusting, and you go for another ration and find it just has been turned to dust.
Yeah. I'd yell, it's for someone to try and bring water to the door. If they have any, to see if it's actually here. And stuff away from the door a little bit.
As Pastiche hears this, they're going to interrupt their conversation with Chuman to grab the chalice and then attempt to fill it with water from the basin.
Okay.
Activate Blessing. Just gonna keep reactivating it.
Just kind of hold it under the fountain.
Sure, you fill it easily enough.
Then rush it towards the doorway.
Okay.
Makayla, you called?
Does the water stay liquid form as Pastiche gets closer to the door?
Yeah, and even as Pastiche jogs toward you, the water, like no water is spilled.
Okay. Just pour some of that, or just leave some of that water near the door. And hands holds out like a bowl, I guess, or something. just as a warning, a form of warning in case our pursuer is getting close.
Of course. Good thinking, Makayla. Pastiche is going to attempt to pour some of the water from the chalice into the bowl.
Okay. Splash, splash.
Thank you. And if that starts to evaporate, I'll make sure to warn everyone. Is there any actual way forward that you found over there?
Well, actually, the well I got this water from, at the bottom there's a room. A room that isn't filled with water.
Okay. Well, that's, I guess, a way to go forward. The north path is like blocked off, right?
The north path no one has gone to yet.
Oh. Okay. It's just the way lighting works. It stops, so I wasn't sure if that was just like a dead end or not.
Yeah. Don't worry about the map. Worry about what's there when you actually get there.
Twig's gonna be checking out these vials on the table.
Okay. So yeah, give me investigation. Cool.
Nice.
So there, a lot of there's plenty of vials that are stoppered. Some of them look like they don't even have anything in them, just hanging out for to be available. Plenty of broken ones in the destruction. You find one that has some kind of liquid in it, but it's not like a sloshy liquid. It seems more like upon closer inspection, it seems more like a paste. But it's inside this kind of it's still in like a potion type bottle, like a stereotypical potion bottle, but it looks like it has this kind of paste in it.
What color is it?
Tan.
Ooh. I think Twig would pick that up.
Okay.
Further investigation.
Sure.
Like he'll just store it in his bag for later.
Cool. Put in write down ointment.
Ointment. Alright. Twig's just gonna give a tap on the glass and say to Xalia, I'm gonna go and check on the others and see if they found a way out.
She is nodding. She is contorting the marionette into various expressions and positions that are not quite natural but make it look very monstrous. He's making it wail against the glass and like opening up its mouth so it looks like it's screaming.
Twig just gives an approving nod. Very impressive. And he'll head out to see the others.
Okay. You see everybody crowding the south entrance.
Well, I mean, I'm just right there. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to push the talk.
What would you like to do?
I guess I could check out the northern path. Okay. Does it look like it's open from here, or is it like too dark to tell?
Too dark to tell. Did I? Oh, whoops. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I don't know why I put that kind of wall there. Yeah, I must have messed up. Yeah, so the north there is an exit to the north. So the northern exit, it looks like, I mean, it's a big thing. There's a big thing and a small room. So yeah, small room. You can see some kind of gargantuan stone door with artistry across the whole thing. And hanging from the top is a head of a dragon carved from rock. Looks like this room has stuff in it.
Twig will take a closer look.
Okay. You take a peek in, and There are 2 statues here flanking your entrance. One on the left, one is fallen. One on the right, still standing up. The statues are of like a knightly figure, just holding a sword down, point down. When you get closer, the design on the big door is something of a fiery blade with a pommel stone that shines like the sun if it would actually give off any light, which it does not. Behind it is a majestic rendition of Phoenix with wings spread in this mighty conflagration. Notice the outline of the art on the pommel of the sword is carved out around ½ inch, and the pommel, there's a recess there, and it's shaped kind of like a flame. There is an inscription below the dragon, the rock dragon head.
Am I able to recognize what the inscription says?
Yes. What languages do you know?
Common, Thieves' Cant, and Primordial.
Okay, common is what you needed.
Nice.
No fucking way. People, I don't know common. I would have gotten owned.
I've been skating by with Thieves' Cant so far.
It's large enough to see from where you are, because this door is big. It's like 10 feet up and like 20 feet wide. It's a big door. The inscription is also large underneath a very large dragon's head. It reads, "Beyond here has no meaning for those without courage. Prove thy soul burns."
Does your soul still burn?
Does it? We'll find out.
Find out today on today's
Maybe.
sponsor, Skillshare.
Maybe.
I'll take a closer look at that like flame-shaped recess, just to see like roughly how big it is.
Sure. Roll excavation.
Mm-hmm.
Which is either perception or investigation. Your choice. Alright, and then what was... You mentioned something about how big it is?
Just like taking note of its shape and how big it is, so
Okay.
if we find something that would fit it, I would remember.
Yeah, it's about the size of... It's about the size of your hand. About, like...
Okay.
It is definitely fiery shaped. It looks like the bottom is kind of round, and then the top of it is supposed to kind of like spike up into these different veins that you notice go around the relief or engraving.
Okay. Twig would probably just head back out to the other room and relay the inscription to the rest of the group.
Yeah, vaguely shaped like a flame.
Flame, you say?
It's along with a
Interesting.
riddle. Beyond here has no meaning for those without courage. Prove thy soul burns.
Do we have to...
Well, I might have an
hold the
idea or
sword?
two.
Oh, you do?
Well, I did find a ruby in the other room.
Oh, perfect.
Chuman found it. I smashed it.
We had the ruby.
Oh. Was it trapped or something?
Well, I believe there was some sort of soul inside,
Oh.
and it has been consumed. Pastiche will sort of lay out the bedroll they've been carrying.
Right, what's the fucking deal with the bedroll?
We were holding the Ember Blade.
Ah, right.
The Ember Blade was very thankful.
It twitches.
I suppose our only other option is that basin in the room that you swam to.
Yes, that is the good news. Whatever this is, it's not necessarily our only way forward.
Mm-hmm. True.
If we go for a swim again, let's not touch any strange magical statues this time.
Oh, don't worry. There were none to touch down there.
Good.
Okay, we can fix that.
Someone watch the door in the water. I want to try one thing. Go to the north. What's the part that says prove if your soul burns?
There is an inscription beneath the head of the dragon. So as you walk up here, Makayla, you see a large. It's big, like 5 feet itself. It's looks like a dragon head. Beneath this is another large inscription, and it reads, "Beyond here." Oh, sorry. What was your question?
I was asking, like, what? So where? I was just asking specifically what had the inscription for the.
Yeah.
Does your soul still burn?
It is. It is on the doorway. Kind of like if you were to, it can be described as a door frame. It's right below the head of the dragon.
Okay. Does the dragon skull look like it's looking at a specific spot, or like does it have something on it or in it?
It looks like it's looking at you.
Alright. I mean, I will try to present, hold out, my lantern that has the silver fire,
Okay.
and see if anything happens to it.
You hold it out. It does illuminate, in this soft silver glow. But you wait for a moment. There isn't a reaction. The fire kind of flickers once in a while.
Okay. Alright, well, I tried. Okay, well, it won't be tricked by the same type of fire. I suppose it would probably have to be someone holding the blade itself. I think.
Well,
It didn't take my lantern as a substitute.
after seeing what that thing did to Chuman, I will not be the one to wield it.
Well, I mean, we can. If you say there's another room that we can swim to. There's so much in this area that. Well,
I think it would be
if we weren't being pursued by a undying curse, I feel like we could spend days and still uncover new things here, but.
Yes, we've little time. Did you all find anything else interesting?
I found some.
You hear sounds of Xalia moving one of the mannequins to the other vat.
Oh no.
The sound of metal being dragged across stone. You do also hear a faraway wail. Return the slab. And footsteps echoing.
I think that's our cue. If we're gonna pick a path, we should do it now.
Right.
Well, unless anyone wants to pick up a cursed blade, looks like we're going for a swim. Makayla would yell into the side room. Xalia. Xalia, I believe we are heading out. Hope you're ready for a little bit of water, because I think we have to swim to get to our next area. To get out of here. Our pursuer is near, so our time is up.
You hear a gurgle, and eventually she'll patter out.
Xalia, what are you doing in here?
I mean, she was playing with them, basically. She would have dragged this one over to this vat and just started, like, mock fighting with them, essentially.
Now kiss.
Yes, I was trying not to say it, but that is the vibe.
I apologize. Okay.
Playing with her action figures / little dollies.
Okay. Let's see. Something. Alright, so. Are you outside this other vat? Are you in this other vat? What happened here?
He's in the other vat.
Oh, that
Makayla,
one wasn't killed.
You enter the room, you see Makayla, like, swimming in some kind of, like, weird... Sorry, you see Xalia swimming in some kind of, like, weird jelly liquid. and just, like, mock fighting two action figures together. So you don't hear her because you're inside this liquid and it's some kind of like jelly density. It absorbs the sound before it gets to you.
I would go up, tap the jar with my staff to get your attention, Xalia.
It's like tapping on glass inside a fish tank.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like
He will turn
point-
around in the middle of an
urgently.
epic battle between the two kings of the respective regions, cursed to be enemies despite their lives. Yes. So just kind of look at you.
gesturing like we need to go, like pointing out like it's time to go.
Xalia will surface, hop out.
Our pursuer is near. We have a path forward, and I see you're already ready to swim. So let's go.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Pastiche positioned at the door. You see a like the door is water basically. So you're able to see past it as you would through like looking at the bottom of a pool.
Mhm.
You see this this figure trundling towards you. It is the same one that has been pursuing you all. And you hear the continuation of a sentence, or return to dust.
At that, Pastiche is immediately going to back away. Come now, everyone. We've not much time. And rush Chuman and Twig down the hall.
Chuman turns around. All right.
Okay. Let's see. What's Xalia doing? Are you following?
She's going fishy mode, and yeah, she'll go fishy mode once she sees the water.
Okay. Let's see. Xalia probably being the last one out. You're probably exiting the western room at the same time that the implacable stalker arrives. So you're probably like right here. As everyone is congregating towards the the basin over here, the music happens, the music changes, and I need Xalia and also everyone else to roll initiative because there may be some stabbing. The swords burst from its side, just with blasts of steam, and it ejects it into its hands, whirls them around, looks at Xalia, and then it looks to the right. Chuman, what would you like to do? You hear the steam blast, just like whoosh.
Am I able to discern the direction of the steam blast or no?
Yeah, it came from the main room.
Okay. Human's gonna walk forward to just. Well, that's not as far as I want to go. Just to kind of peer around the wall.
Oh, it's there. this Anubis-looking, completely bronze, metallic, armored from head to toe creature with beady red glowing eyes, wielding 2 scimitars, and it's looking in your direction. It lowers its hips into a battle stance. Wait, no, sorry. Chuman can't see it. You don't see anything, Chuman.
Oh no.
I forgot about that.
Chuman, there is nothing there. You heard something, but what's going on? You don't see anything. The only thing you see is the chalice with the water in it on the ground. No, sorry, the bowl.
Has
the
it
bowl
been
with the
knocked
water
over?
in it on the ground.
Has the bowl been knocked over?
Nope.
Is the water evaporated?
Nope. But you don't need that. There's nothing there, it's human.
Yeah, I think
Weird noise, though.
Probably head back in. I think that would be it for him. As well as commanding his bonfire spirit to move nearby. If I could actually move him. But yeah, that's it for me.
Alright. Cool. Let's see here. So what happens next is the Stalker. You hear some clumping footsteps. Xalia, you see it move to the right and chase after your companions. Chuman, as you're moving towards the rest of your group, there is a sickly green energy that blasts in an erratic pattern down the corridor. Just oh wait, is that an advantage versus Chuman because you can't see it? Does an 18 hit you?
Yeah, it does.
Alright, slam.
Oh my god.
Here. Are you missing any of your hit points?
Only one. Only one.
Okay. Well, let's see here. You take 13 necrotic damage, and the wounds and the exhaustion and like the wounds that you've already suffered that haven't fully healed yet are raked and reopened by this grave energy, and you take 12 additional necrotic damage as they reopen, and just like blood kind of like spurts from them, and it racks you with pain. So for a total of 31 necrotic damage.
Mechanics question. Can I use a reaction on just a beam? I'm assuming I can see the beam.
Yeah, you can see the beam of this green energy.
Yeah, would I be able to use a reaction on it?
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna absorb it.
You
I don't
can,
believe in necrotic
but
is a
absorb
one
elements
too.
is not does not target necrotic damage, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Learn
It's
that
kind of
last
an element.
pain.
Alright, okay.
Gotta get an element.
And you're right, but unfortunately for absorb elements.
Chuman's getting hit by an element, and the element of surprise.
It's my Die Hard edition. Alright, so taking a full 31.
31 necrotic.
Wow.
Okay. You guys can't hear the thud of just Chuman getting smacked.
Yep. And let's see here. What also happens is it finishes its movement. And utters, "Return the slab."
Can we just return the fucking slab at this point?
Or return to dust.
I reiterate, can we just return the fucking slab at this point?
It's Twig's decision.
And
What if I want it?
let's see here. Who's within 60 feet of this thing?
All of us.
Yeah, I think
Everybody?
Yeah.
I can't see it, so I'm not.
There is a swirl of energy that moves, like the sand that is just dusting the floor, and all of you seem to be wrapped in some kind of weird necrotic energy that is stifling your breath, stifling your life essence. You're not quite sure what's going on, but certainly something's happened. What would the rest of the crew like to do? Group initiative. Take it away, everyone. You see, so everyone else, you see this implacable stalker, this dog-eared menace, hurl this bolt of energy and slam to Chuman's back. And he just kind of, like, his wounds explode, like, basically. What would you like to do?
Same thing we do every night. Gaea's blessing. And attack.
Go for it.
Miss.
10 does not hit. 21 does though.
And then... That's not very funny. I will... I mean... I kinda don't hate it in this spot. So, yeah, I'll just do the damage.
Okay. Tell me how cool you are when you get by Chuman.
Yeah, I kind of just squeeze past Chuman, rush it, and then just kind of just do a sort of a lunging attack with my staff, and just hit it right on, like jumping impact on it, and then hold my ground with the shield and staff,
Chuman,
guarding the
Thulius?
pathway to everyone else.
yeah, Chuman kind of like stumbles forward. You just vault over him with your staff, and then
Mhm.
start spinning and do a lunging strike. Wow!
Xalia is going to kind of shoot off a polymorph at it and then just kind of scuttle up
Okay.
with the intention of
What are we turning it into?
centipede.
Cool. Let's see here. What level spell is polymorph? Is that 4th level?
Fourth. Yes.
Ooh.
And he gets a wisdom save.
Okay. I need a Constitution saving throw from you first.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
Okay. As you begin channeling the Arcane Weave to send forth a shape-changing spell at this stalker, to take it out of its form, you are racked with pain, unknowable unknowable pain.
Owie.
And you take 46 necrotic damage for a
Owie.
total of 11.
Don't like that.
Your spell still goes off. Just through the you grit your teeth and you go towards it, and let's see if it saves. Let's see here.
Damn.
Fucked
up.
Damn.
It takes hold and it tries to compress it and contort its body into like a zillion legs just like pop out for a moment, and then it zaps back. Looks back.
Up.
It looks back at you, Xalia, and like it kind of wails.
She makes the same fucking sound back at it.
The two begin their duel. That's the squad.
Except for me, since I'm waiting on the next turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It takes an extra 3 damage.
All right. I like it.
Pastiche turns back and lobs like a ball of paint over Chuman and Makayla that lands behind the stalker and then spreads across the ground.
Is it still a D4? Isn't my favorite food?
Okay. Splorch. It slips, it slides, and it makes the cartoon noise. Yeah, it falls.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. And then it just falls prone. After Makayla knocks it back, and as she hits it, Pastiche you with the ball of ink, and then it takes a step back onto the grease, loses its footing, and then falls on its rear.
I'm not sure it's in our best interest to stay and fight this thing.
Strength checks are just advantage for prone, right?
On a prone target, if you make an attack that is 5 feet next to it or directly next to it, it is advantage on the attack roll. If you make a ranged attack on a prone creature, it is disadvantage on the attack roll.
Alright.
That's all it does.
Okay. I have an idea. I have to rephrase the question.
Okay. Twig, what you got?
I agree with Pastiche. I think we should try to run while we still can. Xalia's still in the other room, right?
Correct. Xalia is not with your group. You can't see her right now, so you're not sure where she is.
Okay.
Maybe the stalker already got her.
No. I think Twig's just gonna
You probably hear.
Hello?
You do probably hear a screech of pain as the necrotic damage.
Yeah, from the-
Xalia, though.
Send you a DM real quick.
Go ahead, Twig.
I think he's just gonna take out his bow. After yelling to the others to gather, he's gonna take out his bow and prepare an attack for when it stands up from being prone.
Okay. So you ready in action?
Yes.
Cool. Are you doing anything with your bonus?
No.
Alright, Twig, you post up in the doorway there, ready to do something.
Looking
see
for the
here.
clean shot.
Oh, Makayla realized You can't see it, but the pursuer is right in front of me. Chuman. If you could use your elementals to just simply light the area on fire.
I shall take your word for it. Especially after this wound.
Okay. At the end, Twig, as you ready your bow and knock an arrow, you see the stalker ram the pommel of one of its scimitars towards Makayla. Natural? Oh wait, it rolls at a disadvantage anyway. Okay, it didn't hit you.
Oh, so I don't make that saving throw.
Nope. As soon as you finish trying to clue in Chuman, it makes an attack towards you, and you deftly take a little hop back and dodge it. Which brings us back around to Chuman. Wait, Mitch, is the owl doing anything?
Mitch is just kind of flapping around the hallway.
Alright, flap. Which brings us to Chuman.
Oh, did anything happen when Grease was cast?
It fell down.
To Pastiche, I mean.
So are you guys moving at all or no?
Yeah. What level is Grease?
First.
Yeah,
I need
first level.
a Constitution saving throw from you. Thank you for the.
Alright.
Thanks for the. Okay. You take 6 necrotic damage.
Alright, easy peasy.
I'm assuming that nobody
Wait,
just
sorry,
moved.
not 6. Take 7 necrotic damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What's up, Chuman?
Human's gonna try to entangle it before he leaves.
Okay.
And oh, I canceled it. That's fortunate. Hold on.
It does make the save either way.
Okay. You conjure thorny, writhing vines. They just explode out of the walls and go down into it, and like it explodes out of the ground. And these vines have like little tiny thorns of fire. They try to wrap around it, but then they immediately wilt away, just and rot. It is not entangled.
Chuman will curse under his breath, especially since he can't see it. But he has an idea of where it's at. Oh, it wilts the entire thing away. Okay. It's a concentration spell.
Creature near does it? Oh, sorry, it's still there. It's just difficult terrain.
And then I'll command the Wildfire Spirit to shoot a flame seed at the grease in the weeds, the vines in the area.
All right, cool. Tilly, make an attack roll.
I'll have to change. There we go. Attack roll. Is it disadvantage because you can't see this one? It doesn't matter, but
Yeah. unfortunately, misses. Natural 1.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm attacking just the grease itself, not the.
Let's see.
Because I'm assuming that also the Wildfire Spirit can't see either.
Yeah. Yeah, that hits. Even I mean, you're throwing a rock at the floor. I don't think that misses. Sure, yeah, it's fine. So what happens is the flame seed, it collides with the grease and with the magical vines and plant life. Wilted as they are suddenly they are extra flammable, and with the grease fire sparks, this hallway is now encased in fire.
And with that, Chuman is. I guess he's just gonna run straight to the basin and dive in it. That is the wrong character.
Since this is a small hallway, getting past your allies will be an extra
Difficult terrain. Okay, so that would leave me.
I think for your current position, it doesn't matter because that's 20 feet to get to there. So you're fine if you want to get into the basin. Whoop, you dive.
And that's it.
Chuman dives down the hole. He dives into the well. Let's see, Makayla, reaching out of this inferno that had suddenly sprung to life in this hallway, is a gauntleted fist. It reaches towards your neck.
Terminator.
And, shit.
21 hits you.
It does hit, Beam.
Okay. It grasps towards your neck and lifts you slightly off of the ground as you feel your life force being sucked away. Let's see here. You take... you suffer...
Do I have to make the saving throw first, or do I do it now? I mean, I don't know if
yes,
it really matters.
please make the saving throw.
Okay.
And you suffer 31 necrotic damage.
The reason I asked the order of this, because this will put me at negative 3. So...
Well, okay, the order is you take 2 plus 4, you take 6 bludgeoning damage, and then you take 25 necrotic damage, and then you make a saving throw for the Constitution. Okay. Alright. Let's see here. So, Pastiche and Twig, you watch as Makayla is hoisted in the air by a flaming gauntleted metal fist, and looks like she's being kind of drained, some kind of like magic. The fire just flickers and roars in the hallway as this transfer of energy. Makayla, your hit point maximum decreases by 7.
Okay.
And let's see here. If you were awake, you would not feel good.
Oh no.
Personally,
and you can see Makayla go limp in this creature's hand as it finishes its strain. It's kind of like tosses her behind him. Makayla, you are on the other side of the conflagration. Xalia, you see Makayla's limp body get...
That's saving throw from moving through fire?
No.
Okay.
This is just for flavor.
Okay.
Unless you would just want to be dropped where you are.
Well, you can toss it.
This is funny. It's fun. It's roleplay.
Yeah.
Xalia, you watch as out of the conflagration in the hallway, Makayla's body slams into this cage of force, and then bounces off of it and lays on the ground, unmoving. Let's see here, and the rest of the people in the hallway, you see it lurch forward, and it's going to make a couple slices at this Fire Snake. Is it 28 and does a 15 hit it? Yeah. Let's see, 9 damage, 10 damage. I think that kills your Wildfire Spirit. How much HP does it have? Chuman.
Oh, I'm sorry. 15.
Okay. And it runs out of it, like lurches out of this blaze and makes a couple whirling cuts, and the Wildfire Spirit is cut twice and then twice again, and it dissipates into embers just. And then it killed somebody, so it's going to move forward. See another opponent. It looks up at Mitch and reaches a hand towards Mitch, the owl.
Not Mitch.
Alright. Pretty sure 26 hits.
Yeah.
Alright. Mitch is just sucked.
Yeah.
Mitch is a special kind of creature, though. So he goes down. Instead of being limp and you see the essence kind of like absorb away, Mitch dissipates into a puff of smoke, just vanishes out of existence. 1, 2, 3. That's its turn. What would you guys like to do?
Wait, never mind.
I need a death save from Makayla.
Can I see past
Oh,
the stalker? Uh-oh.
So one.
And past the wall of flames?
Can you see no.
Okay.
It is this huge gout of fire. It is opaque fire. Roaring in the hallway. You hear, "Return the slab, or return to dust."
Twig, I don't know what that slab means to you, but I think now might be a good time to return it.
Twig is already running past you towards Makayla. And when he reaches the stalker, he just like says, "Take it," and shoves the slab at him.
Okay.
And he'll try to keep going past him if it doesn't stop him.
Make a acrobatics check. It is still opposing you. A natural 1. Alright. That's thematic, sure.
He just wanted the slab.
Tell me how you get past it. As you shove the slab towards him.
And Twig like uses the momentum of like pushing the slab into him to also like shove him to the side of the wall as he runs past him.
Okay. Sure. You give up the half-inch quart slab. It takes it and kind of like cradles it to itself. It does attempt to bar your way, but it does so clumsily, and you are able to easily and expertly get past it.
So Pastiche is difficult terrain, and would the stalker also be difficult terrain?
Yes.
Okay.
No, sorry. You succeeded on your tumble. The stalker is not.
Then with a
You move
bonus
through that
action
space of
dash,
elimination.
I have just enough space, just enough movement to get here.
Amazing.
Like sliding through the fire.
Xalia, you see Twig also fly through the fire.
Xalia's gonna wave and just walk up, crouch down, poke Makayla.
Twig's gonna use his action
That's a
to...
critical hit. I take 2 more death saving throws. I'm dead
No!
now.
That is true by
We're
rules
so
of
close! Feed a potion to Makayla.
Okay.
Thank you.
Makayla, come to, racked with pain. You're kind of on fire, like pieces of your clothing are burning.
Are you okay, Makayla?
No, I'm not. Say, it's like
Not sure what
before
answer I was
Yasha posing.
expecting. It's the Yasha pose.
Oh, Makayla, will you roll me a D100, please?
Sure. Me 53.
53. As you come to, you have this sense of grogginess, and then it immediately disappears, and your mind is filled with clarity, and just you're just feel extremely sober. You are immune to being intoxicated by alcohol.
What?
Oh
You are alcohol immune.
Okay. Sure. I guess.
Roll me one more.
all-
One more D100.
All powerful.
no. Hyper sober.
One more D100. So yeah, you're immune to
24.
alcohol for the next 4 months.
Oh. 24? Is
And,
that what it
and
is?
also you're blue. Like you look like a blueberry.
What?
Oh no.
Your skin has turned blue.
Okay.
Blue Kayla.
Did the healing potion take? What did Zom put in that thing?
What? What did you just give me? It doesn't matter.
Don't worry about that. You're not dying anymore.
I don't have my turn though, right? Because the saving throw that happened.
No, you can take your
It's my
turn.
turn. Oh, okay.
Saving throws are at the beginning of your turn? No, at the end of your turn, isn't it?
I don't know.
No, you can have your turn, Makayla.
It is whatever the DM says.
Well, I'll unprone myself. And you said this is completely blocks line of sight.
It's the fire is raging too hard. With the magical essence infused in it and the regular kinetic energy, it is roaring, blazing. Can't see through it.
I will. I suppose do nothing.
Okay.
End my turn.
Is the stalker still just like cradling the stone?
You can't see it anymore.
Oh right.
Meanwhile,
People who can see it. Is the stalker still cradling the stone?
Pastiche takes one step backwards towards the basin. You have your stone. Leave us.
Roll me intimidation.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, Pastiche is good at these.
Yeah.
Dang. Alright, cool, thank you.
And shortly after they say that, they're going to do a little twirl with their brush. More pastiches will appear
So many nasty shit, okay.
and repeat the line. Leave us.
Is it echoed? Because it's 4 pastiches?
Yeah, of course.
Uh-huh.
Leave them. Alright. Let's see. Xalia.
Having poked Makayla, she's...
Makayla.
I don't know.
Makayla
Makayla's
seemingly respond. No, never.
Yeah, Makayla's fine. Gonna give Makayla a hug. gonna sympathetically turn her own skin blue.
During this,
Looks down at arms, sees on blue. Huh?
a brief pause to share a tender moment. While the fire rages.
Yeah.
Both get +5 on their next roll.
Okay.
Hi, Chuman.
Chuman swimming.
Hey. I think at this point, Chuman, because he doesn't know where he is supposed to go in the water. So he's just kind of hanging at the surface of it.
Okay, make me. Oh, you're at the surface.
Yeah.
Okay, are you below or above? Are you above or below the water?
I'm coming back up to the surface.
Okay. You come back up to the surface, and you see several pastiches, and they're kind of like standing down and trying to hold their ground against this being that has been stalking your entire party for the several days that you cannot see, that you cannot comprehend. It's just this entity that you that is infuriating that you can't locate.
I can comprehend. I
Yeah.
can comprehend the hit that he's hit on my back.
You see Pastiche just holding their ground, looking menacing, and yeah, I mean that intimidation is pretty good. There's also 4 of them looking menacing.
4 of them.
Yeah, I mean, Chuman's really, he's just gonna kind of like hang at the basin, and he already felt the wildfire spirit losing its life when he dived into the water. So yeah, he's just kind of waiting there and maybe dive just in case if depending on what Pastiche does, like any defensive form or something like that.
Alright, roll me 2d4. You gain that many hit points. As you feel the water kind of caress around you and close your wounds a little bit, wash away some of the blood. Feel rejuvenated by this water. It's tasty.
Okay.
Alright.
Do I still make a concentration check for for entangle or no?
No, you only make
Take it over
concentration
by fire,
checks when you
correct?
take damage.
Okay.
Alright, so let's see. The Implacable Stalker. It looks at you, Pastiche. It's staring directly at you with its beady, glowing eyes. As you shout it down, it turns away. I forgot what the token blood button was. It turns away. It places one of its scimitars. No. It hooks the scimitars together to create one large double-bladed staff-like weapon. Holds it in its left hand and holds the broken piece of the slab in the right. Its hips still lowered in this battle stance towards you, Pastiche, and then turns around, stands up, and walks into the blaze.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think it was stopped in the middle of it.
Yeah. 2, right here. Wait, no, it has a thing. It can use. It would. No, it would not. Alright, you guys' turn.
Are we able to see it in the fire?
You can see a form in the fire. You know that there's something or someone there. It looks like it has canine ears. Yeah, you see it.
I assume we all, people on the other side of the fire heard Pastiche yelling it down, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Xalia will not provoke it further, given that it doesn't appear to be aggressive anymore.
It takes fire damage.
No way.
Good.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh,
Kayla
actually,
heard it.
Okay. You see this menacing, standing straight up form of this implacable being that has been hunting Twig and you for quite some time, just walking down the hallway towards you, or towards this group on the other side. Still armed.
Mm-hmm.
Is regarding you.
I mean, I'll ready an attack if it attacks us, but other than that, that's about all I do. I guess I could use my bonus action. Are we in bright light?
Yes.
Alright, I'll bonus action use my the reflections image to get give attacks on. I guess I could just dodge, huh? I mean, dodge is a bonus action effectively. Yeah, and then ready an action to attack if it hits any one of us three.
Okay.
Xalia will pull out the wand of magic missiles, but not actually use it.
Okay. Crackling energy across the wand.
Mm-hmm.
Charges up.
Twig will put a hand on his Jambia in the hilt and just ready an attack if it tries to attack any of us.
Pastiche, what are you doing?
Pastiche is going to take a few steps forward. A few intimidating steps forward.
You seem really scared of him.
And just kind of hold their ground.
Pastiche! You hear a little squeak from Chuman behind you.
It's muffled by water.
Yeah. Alright. Brings us to Chuman's turn. What would you like to do?
Is it leaving, Pastiche?
It seems to be, Pastiche will say quietly.
Yeah, Chuman's not doing anything.
Goes to the Stalker's turn. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Twig, I need this creature walks out of the blaze. Oh wait, it takes some fire damage. This creature walks out of the blaze, just not caring about anything that's happening to it, holding the piece of the slab. As it exits, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is it versus fear?
It is versus fear.
Aha.
Natural 20. All right. You
Very fitting.
You feel this, like it locks eyes with you, and its eyes flash, and you feel it trying to instill this sense of dread and doubt, and trying to hold you fast where you are. But you have steeled yourself by giving it the slab, and
Twig's just glaring back at it.
It's going to try to grapple you.
Oh, by the way, do I do the 2d4 again while I'm in the basin?
No.
Okay.
This can be contested with acrobatics, right?
Correct.
Oh, almost the 18.
It skewers. it like skewers your cloak with its double-bladed scimitar, and drags you along with it as it moves.
Would that set off the reaction from earlier?
It is a special kind of attack, yes.
Twig's gonna take a stab at it then.
As it skewers Twig's cloak and like drags him along with it, Twig just lashes out with a Jambia. Go for it.
This is a normal roll, right?
Yes,
Sorry, where did it... I was all tapped. Where did it grapple from?
right here.
Oh, okay.
16 fortunately does not hit you. Clang! Goes against its armor. Let's see here. Now, yeah, alright, this is fun. Twig, as it's dragging you, it twists itself, its form, into this whirlwind of sand and whoosh, lunges forward. You are dragged along in like in a sandstorm, and deposited in front of the door to the west.
Huh.
When it comes out of this sandstorm form, both of its scimitars are sheathed. So you are no longer grappled by it. And it stands in here, takes another step. You can make. Let's see. And it looks around. And it seems to be scanning the area.
It's like looking at the room instead of back at us.
Yes.
I guess I'll like follow its gaze, try to see what it's looking at or what it's looking for.
Okay. It is looking at kind of like the northern section around where you were standing. Which the rest of the group: Pastiche, Makayla, Twig, Xalia.
Where did...
It whooshed over to the west and took Twig with it.
Then it... Twig, right? Twig's no longer being held?
Correct.
Xalia will kind of just squawk at Twig.
Twig will just call back.
Twig...
I'm okay. It doesn't seem to be attacking me.
Yeah, it's just taking you to jail.
Yeah, it slammed on something of that.
Is it the one with the one with the doomed emperors, or the...
Oh, it's gonna be.
I'm just imagining it like alley-ooping Twig off the backboard.
You know what? It is still grabbing you.
No!
Oh, well,
I had to say
in that
something.
case... Makayla would shout back, before she moved. She would shout back down the east hall. It's taking Twig! And then, let's see, faster to go this way? No, I mean, I'm like dead in the middle of it, doesn't matter which way. Yeah, would just run after it, I guess. Is there like visibly some sort of aura around it in the 60 feet area radius?
Any kind of aura?
That was like doing the when someone casted a spell, they take damage thing.
No, there's no
Okay.
aura.
Okay. Then, yeah. Okay, let me know. Yeah, I run.
Oh crap! Dang it! I forgot again. The level is mirror image.
Oh,
Second.
yeah, second.
Roll me a Constitution save. 8 necrotic damage.
Dang.
Can I... If I knock back the stalker, does Twig get moved too?
No, that breaks the grapple.
Okay. If I knock back Twig, does it break the grapple?
Cool. If you knock it away from the stalker, like if you break contact.
Sure. Hey, I mean, I'm gonna try and hit the stalker, I guess. Unless Twig, would you be down to get hit by a magic stone? Then
I
fail
mean-
saving throw?
Might be best not to aggravate it any further.
I mean, you're being grappled and dragged. Doesn't look very good.
Well, we have group initiative. I can try to just escape the
Yeah.
grapple first.
Yeah, you see Twig being grand, and Twig, you see Makayla getting ready, like producing a magical stone, and just like looking between you and the stalker.
Like trying to decide. Yeah, Twig's gonna try to escape with some renewed enthusiasm when he sees that.
Let's see here. Renewed enthusiasm is successful. Nice. Yeah, you do manage to wrest yourself from its grasp. Tear a piece of your clothing, unfortunately, but that's how you get out.
Aw. Does it like seem to react to that at all?
Not yet.
Twig's gonna just take a step back. And then another. And he's gonna like look at Makayla and like motion backwards towards the rest of the group.
When you leave it, it's going to make an opportunity attack against you.
Okay.
Is taking the bonus action to dodge? Or whatever. Disengage, that's the word.
Yeah. I wanted to see if it would be hostile though.
Yeah, fair enough.
It reaches back and with the hand that's holding the slab and reaches back to slam into you. Does an 18 hit?
No.
Cool. Tell me how,
That's some
tell me
fucking
how cool
AC,
you are.
nice.
His Twig is like slowly taking a step back, and his hand like snaps out to try to grab him. He like sort of like parries it with a dagger as it's like sheathed in this blue energy. It just deflects his hand.
Blasts off. Looks down. You swear you can see its beady eyes narrow at you. As it says, "Return the slab."
You have the slab.
Anything else for the side of the team?
Do I need to make a Constitution save?
Nope. Didn't hit you.
Okay. Oh, for the spell, I mean.
Oh, yes, for the spell, yes.
It's okay, I'll pass it.
Okay.
You do. Shield's a first level spell. You take 1 necrotic damage.
Oh, hell yeah. I love taking 1 necrotic damage.
Yeah.
Evasion.
As as his eyes narrow at you, you feel.
Or is that only for dex saves?
Only dex saves.
Okay. Alright, well, I guess full action. If we're just running away.
Xalia, with her action, I think what she'll probably try to do is, she's gonna make a silent image of Twig running the other way to what actual Twig does, and it'll be slightly closer to the stalker.
Okay. One level silent image, please, first, right?
Yep.
Con save.
Con save.
Alright.
Does a 2 save?
You take 3 necrotic damage.
Okay.
I guess a full action sprint.
I'm not
back,
concentrating on the failed polymorph, so yeah. And we've already basically ruled that this happens before you actually cast the spell.
Yeah.
Twig is also going to use the rest of his movement to like move opposite the silent image, like trying to mimic what it's doing, just in the other direction.
Okay. 2 twigs,
And again,
in opposite directions.
The silent image is very slightly closer than real Twig.
Alright, which brings us to Chuman taking a bath. Splish splash.
Upon hearing the Makayla yell out about taking Twig, Chuman
Twig escaped. We're running back to the water.
Chuman sees the fire up ahead, and he's gonna see if he's gonna stop concentrating on the entangle, see if that helps kind of negate some of the fire.
Okay. So you drop concentration on Entangle. The fire rages on. It seems like the magic is wild now. No longer under anyone's control.
Okay. 1 second. She's gonna get out of the water. At least that'll be one of the things that he does.
Sopping wet Chuman comes out behind Pastiche.
Pastiche, you have anything we can send this water over to the flames? And I think that's it for Chuman, or for now.
Okay. Alright, which comes to the Implacable Stalker. Let's see here. Do I have the movement to get over here? Heck yeah. I get over here. Sorry, the Implacable Stalker gets over there. He moves to a desk holding a few objects. It shuffles a few things around. Xalia, I think you're the only one that can see, because you're the one that's looking over there and also has line of sight, because Makayla is currently in a raging inferno.
Okay.
You
What?
see it?
No, I'm just in grass. Wait, am I in the inferno?
The whole thing.
Oh wait. Oh, I wouldn't have stood in the fire.
That makes sense. That's why I didn't penalize you for it.
Sorry.
Xalia, I imagine you're paying attention, so you can maintain where this Twig illusion goes. You see it shuffle some things on a desk, and there is... It breaks something. A drawer comes flying out of the room, and followed by a table leg. There's another commotion, and you can see it bend over, reach down, and put another piece of the slab in its hands, and it tosses both broken pieces to the center of the room. They just clink, 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 and then it looks straight at you from all the way across. You can see its red glow locking eyes with you.
Yep.
Then it
Her eyes will reflexively become red to match it.
and then it disintegrates. Slumps down and dissipates into dust.
No way.
Lab returned.
There's a lingering voice in the air around you, as accompanied by the fire crackling. Just return the slab. As the dust just kind of like blows away and mixes in with the sand.
Is everything alright over there?
I think so. I think the slab has been returned.
Twig is like craning his neck, trying to see in the room if there's any sign that it's still there.
Yeah, you take a peek. You see two objects in the center of the room that were not there before, and quite a few crushed and destroyed objects that were intact the last time you left it. But you do not see the stalker. Your pursuer is no longer in that room. What would you like to do?
I unfortunately did not come prepared to douse any flames, so either we wait for this to die down, or one of you must do something about it.
Is Entangle a concentration spell?
Yeah, I've already dropped it, but the flames are still going.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, the fire has taken over. So, even if dropping the entangle, it still is going to rage on.
I think the only water is on your side, but a couple buckets of water might not be enough for this fire.
Well,
We could take the opportunity to rest for a bit while we wait.
I guess we're not being pursued anymore.
Thalia's gonna try to like smack at her, the rotting flesh from the necrotic damage.
Hurt?
Makayla's still blue, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Makayla, are you okay? I know I asked, but do you feel different anyway?
A little thirsty, I guess, but outside of the obvious pain and I guess light burns, and definitely that thing definitely took something out of me, I guess, essence of some sort, but I don't know why I'm blue, if that is why you're asking. It just seems to be a visual effect of whatever potion you gave me.
I'm sure the side effects will fade eventually.
I hope so. It doesn't really matter though. At least not right now.
Xalia, gain 2 hit points.
From what?
You succeeded on that save. On the Constitution
Oh,
save.
okay. Oh, okay.
Because you're blue.
I'm more concerned for you. That slab. Well, are you really okay with giving it up?
Twig. Would Twig have recognized what was dropped in the other room?
Yeah, you can probably figure out or guess that it was the slab, or the slab piece, or the slab pieces.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm okay with losing it, but it seems like we haven't exactly lost them. Any motions towards the room off to the left?
I would have to imagine picking them back up would simply cause that thing to start chasing us again.
Of course. But we didn't know exactly what we were going to do with them anyway, so as long as we know that they're here, we can continue researching them.
I suppose you're right. I can come back for them, I guess.
In any case, probably best that they stay here for now.
It's your call.
Fire dies out.
Well. Oh, hi, Pastiche.
Hello. The look suits you, Makayla.
Okay.
It does.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Well, it seems the fire has died down. We could certainly still use a rest, but it's worth noting there's something special about that water.
Yes?
Chuman, you've taken a dip. You felt it, right?
Yes, I did. It's at least slightly healing. Although, whatever that thing hit me with is way. I feel that way more than the basin right now.
It didn't seem to evaporate along with the rest of the water. There must be something special about it.
Well, if you're saying it's some sort of healing, then don't mind if I do.
Yes, we don't know what lies ahead, but if we're going to rest here anyway, may as well take a dip first.
It's not much, but it's at least something.
Swimmy time.
I kind of like stick my hand in it. Do I feel it?
Yeah.
Do I notice anything?
It's a cool, calming sensation. It definitely, it's like, you know, you're all hot, sweaty, and the first time like water hits you, you get that swig of water, you get into a shower. It's like that. It feels great.
Oh, okay. Well, it feels nice, at least, I guess.
You also like since this is the first time that you've been over here too. You also
Yeah.
notice that there's this carving of Dagon, the octopus, you know, ruler of clean, purifying waters and running water as well. Just above this kind of faucet that's eternally pouring water into this basin, but it never overflows. There's a bit of writing on like near the faucet, but it's not in a script you can make out.
Okay. Well, I mean, if we're trying to rest, then I will gladly take a short rest.
Okay, what's the plan, guys?
I guess short resting, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, everybody can do the short rest.
Ooh, baby, one.
Since I think that was the intent, everybody also roll 2d4. And you gain that many hit points from the cleansing waters.
Oh,
Except for me,
2
probably
HP.
rolled it before, right?
Except for Pastiche and Chuman.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. As you get close to the basin, Twig and Xalia.
Hello.
The inscription below this carving of Dagon. You are able to read it. It's in some kind of it's in like this very old script that Xalia, you in your search for ever more things to learn, you managed to learn like the equivalent of Latin. Just it's in Primordial, and it reads. It reads, first dive to the depths of despair in order to rise up once again stronger.
Twig will read the message aloud for everyone else.
Well, I don't like the despair part, but unless one of us wants to wield the Emberblade, it's our way forward, I suppose.
Before we move on, can Twig fill his water skin with the water from the fountain?
Absolutely, you do so.
Cool.
Makayla would probably also do the same.
Okay. On your water skins, then put in water skin, like something to let you know that it's filled with Dagon's waters.
Sure.
Yeah, and as you collect yourselves over the short rest, you read this inscription and fill your water skins. You feel rested. Yeah. Twig and Makayla, you still feel not 100%. Your previous encounters with that stalker thing has definitely left you drained. It feels like there's a part of you missing. Even this little bit of rest has not been truly helpful. But yeah, as it comes to the end of your 30-minute break, no, your 45-minute break, what would you like to do?
Well, let's get swimming, I suppose.
Xalia becomes fishy. And she's gonna dive in.
Yeah, turn into this like skeletal eel. It's pretty cool.
Got a lot of eyeballs. And some empty eyeball sockets.
There's many eyeballs where there should not be, and many and no eyeballs where there should be.
Exactly. You understand my vision.
Do we still have those bottles of air last time we swam through like a Dagon? In the other temple where we fought?
Unless you sold them or
The
got rid of them,
Harlequin?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's not my inventory, but I don't think we would have gotten into them. Very useful. They were nice trinkets to have. So.
You gave them all to Zoaz and he left.
Did we actually? Oh
no, I'm kidding.
I think we gave most. Oh wait, he had the cape, actually.
Yeah, he had like the swimming cape. Yeah, I have a swim speed, so. Alright, let's go.
Okay.
It's not a very long swim, a few minutes at most, but do hold your breath.
A few minutes, you say?
At most.
Do you know which direction?
Down, of course.
Of course.
Right. Well, lead the way.
Well, I thought it would make more sense if I took up the rear. You know, if something were to happen to one of you, I could bring you back to the surface.
Does make sense.
Fair enough.
It's a fair point.
Dives in.
Xalia's already swimming. She is a sea serpent in the water.
Xalia has an incredible swim speed while in fish mode.
Twig shrugs and follows.
While in swammy mode.
Swimmy mode.
Alright.
Makayla has inadequate swim speed of being a ranger.
Alright. Yeah, so everyone pretty much equipped to handle this this well, except for maybe Twig. But I think with everyone going out here, everybody roll me a d20. No, everybody roll me survival. We'll see if Twig drowns or not.
I will survive.
I will third round.
Don't worry, I can help him.
Alright, cool. You guys tell me how you keep Twig from drowning.
Xalia breathes air directly into his beak.
Others aren't very good for swimming.
Being right behind Twig, so I can help. I'm at least like grabbing his wing and pulling him with me.
Okay, Twig. Getting to the end of this, it's starting to cause some stress on your lungs, especially after having been sucked by this stalker. It's particularly draining on you, and you don't feel like you're going to be able to make it. But with your companions alongside you, Chuman dragging you forward to get you some extra speed through the water. Being a desert dweller, not great at the swimming part. And an infusion of air, fresh air from the mouth of Xalia. You are able to make it.
Don't worry, she minimized the corpse smell.
You are able to traverse down this well, down this like round tube that holds water, and you enter the next room. It's like it's a drop to the next place. Like you are on the ceiling. So I'll say.
How big of a drop?
Probably 20 feet. But you'll be dropping into water, and everybody knows that water breaks your fall and you take no damage.
Yeah, of course.
Even if there's only 1 inch of it?
Yeah, 100%.
Of course.
Alright, good news, it is more than 1 inch. Let's see here. So I'm going to say you guys just drop down. And let me get to that place in my notes here. Okay, so you fall through the bottom of the well. You drop, and like all of you get just an instant view of a sandy room surrounded by statues before you splash into a large pool of liquid. This liquid feels dense, heavy even, to move around in. It's not normal water, you feel like. You look at the bottom, and you can see intact skeletons of humanoids at the bottom, alongside some dragon shards. You are all currently submerged. What would you like to do?
Xalia goes to join her people.
Alright.
Wait, we are still underwater?
You're still submerged. You have fallen from the ceiling into the pool of water. And you are underneath.
Oh, okay.
Since this is like kind of different, it's like it requires some effort to actually move around. It's not like normal swimming. We're not gonna like I haven't automatically buoyed you.
Sure.
Twig is going to try to get to the surface.
Pastiche will follow Xalia towards the bottom.
Okay. There are skeletons. Mainly
In the hole.
Of humanoids. Some are longer, some are wider, some are as big as your head. There's dragon shards all along the bottom next to them. That's kind of it. However, Makayla, you swim to the top and you break the surface. There are many statues along the walls, like north, south, and like northeast. Oh wait, sorry. Let me get you guys on the map. Player characters. Chuman. Activate. Makayla.
Here, Hamid.
Pastiche. Twig.
Whoa,
Xalia.
Wag? Wag?
that's me.
Twat.
And let's see. Alright, so you guys are in this pool of water. The pool is like up against the wall. It forms the western wall. So Makayla, you break the surface and you see there's lots of statues, all just lining the area until it gets to the east exit. These statues are all depicting a humanoid wearing, or just some kind of individual. You're actually not even able to determine what kind of what they are, because they're all masked. All of them are wearing masks. You can see to the east bones and gold coins that are leading toward a hallway to the east. It leads towards a junction. You can see. I already said that. Sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, so you can see bones and gold coins leading towards the hallway to the east. It leads towards the junction.
Sure. I pull myself out of the water. I prestidigitate to dry myself, and then I imagine this area isn't lit, so the light.
It is actually. The light source seems to be coming from the pool of water. The pool of water that you just extricated yourself from is lighting the room in a dim glow of this kind of like bluish cerulean turquoise, like this kind of like light blue color.
Sure.
And the light kind of reflects around the room with that kind of like water look on the walls. And the gold coins on the floor glint in the light.
Well, I light a torch still, because there's no light coming from like further down into the hallway, right?
Like you can see like little glints of gold coins, but it's not like light producing.
Okay.
Torch. There you go.
Nice. Are the gold coins actually gold coins, or can I like look at them and see if they're those scarabs again?
You can check them out. Would you like to check them out?
Sure. Yeah.
They're gold coins. You bend down and you pick up a lovely piece
Oh,
of metal.
more like I stamp on it with the bottom of my staff to make sure that it's like actually a gold coin for it.
Bong! You get a lovely sound of metal. It is not a scarab, and it does not burst into like insect goo or anything like that. Yeah, it is actual gold coins. And you notice the floor is littered with them, along with bones. But yeah, there's gold coins everywhere. It's almost like it almost fully covers the floor. As you get more and more into the hallway, like it's kind of like scarce coming out of the pool, but then closer.
I think around this time, Chuman's gonna come up out of the pool of water.
Okay. Glow, glow.
Well, Makayla, you gonna say something?
No, I mean, I guess because would move it forward. Toss the torch right into the, I guess, junction.
Okay.
Space.
You can do that.
Yeah, and wait if there's any reaction or movement from anything.
Okay. So you throw. Let's see here. Torches are 20-40.
Yeah. Just tossing it. Oh, there. I mean, It's a 20-40. I'm not like trying to actually hit anything. I'm just kind of tossing it in space. So it's 20 feet.
No, I mean like the distance of light.
Oh yeah.
Right? It's 20 bright, 40 dim.
I think so. Yes.
Blam. Just in the middle of the intersection?
Yeah, effectively.
Okay. Yeah, so as you walk forward, you see that there's a junction, and you hurl your torch. It's actually like slightly longer than what this hallway depicts, but you manage to get it in the middle and just clang, 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 clang. What you see is not a reaction, but you are now able to see the walls, see the ceiling, see everything else now that everything is illuminated properly and not just in like this dim, hazy, like waffling light just from the water. Gold coins glint from your lantern amid bones. The floor is decorative. Depictions of flame and fire intertwine across every stone that is laid down, just licking conflagrations across every avenue. The ceiling is adorned with soaring birds with epic streamers of tail feathers flowing behind them in flight. The walls depict wisps of energy swirling and traveling forward towards this junction.
Is anyone else doing anything?
Xalia is curling up with the corpses.
Okay.
Pastiche is gonna grab at some of the bones and just kind of swirl them around before returning to the surface.
Bubbles.
Yeah, I think Chuman's gonna inspect a couple of the bones, like how long they've been here.
Okay. Roll survival, Chuman.
Okay.
But yeah, Pastiche, when you disturb the bones, just bubbles, just
Cool.
big bubbles.
24.
24 is pretty good. These have you inspect a couple of the bones and you get like a couple samples and portions and just different ones. They've been here for a range of time. Some of them for very, very long. Some of them are perhaps within a year. Nothing extremely recent. Like you don't see anything like with any kind of that would suggest any kind of like recently decomposed flesh or rot or anything like that. Everything's been here for quite some time.
Seems like we are the most recent visitors here. Yeah. Most of these bones are quite old.
Between the 3 to 4 different death traps, I can't imagine why.
Right. I prefer if we are not added to the list.
Well, did make a promise that we wouldn't be, so let's try and be on guard.
Right. Speaking of which, what was it about that slab beforehand? I couldn't see anything.
Oh, right. If you touched the slab, you were cursed, and some sort of metal revenant would chase after you endlessly. The slab itself, I believe, well, we weren't certain, but I guess some of Twig's gang believed it was a key to potentially curing wandering.
Twig is still like coughing and hacking on the ground, like a slowly growing puddle. But he manages to get out a nod.
Is you okay, Twig?
Yes, I'll be fine. Yeah, Makayla is right. That slab was connected with the curse somehow, and my friends were investigating it. It ended up getting most of them killed, but we shouldn't have to worry about that thing. At least for the near future.
I can see the dangers in it considering my own wounds from just one blast. I suppose I'll have to... I suppose we'll be revisiting it down the line, But for right now, I'll at least take my mind off of it.
Yes. All of us are okay, so that's what's important.
Is there anything down there? Like, turns back, sees two people still swimming.
Xalia isn't like visibly swimming. She's curled up with the fishies. Sorry, with the corpses, her friends, her people.
Pastiche would be sure.
Corpses.
Nothing in particular. Just some bones.
Okay. I hope this is the... What was it? Dive into the depths of despair?
I suppose considering how thick that water is, it was a lot harder to move through compared to the one above us.
Uh-huh.
I suppose those were the unfortunate ones that could not make it back up.
I suppose... Is Xalia still down there?
Yeah.
Makayla asked.
Is there anything interesting with the corpses, by the way, or are they just bones?
It is just bones, but when Pastiche disturbs some, you see the bubbles bloop up.
She's gonna disturb them deliberately for more bubbles.
I do believe so. She seemed quite comfortable.
It looks like she's having quite her fun.
At least someone is. But we need to keep moving, even if there isn't anything chasing after us.
Right.
I think this is a good place to stop.
Right.
Or at least doesn't seem like we can leave where we came. Looks bad. I mean, I suppose some of you could. Looks at the meat. Look down at herself. Looks Pastiche. Xalia. Others might have a bit more difficulty getting back up there. But
Yeah.
how deep is the pit? Is like the pool of water?
You guess that it's maybe 10 feet deep.
Okay. Makayla like kind of reaches down and then like just by holding like the very tip of her staff, like tries to like poke Xalia to get her attention.
The eyeless fish snaps to you.
Does like a waving motion of we are moving on.
She'll swim up then and just pop out. Still fishy mode.
This walking eel. Alright.
They got Chuman head first and kind of like peek his head around the corners.
Sure.
We are moving on.
Okay, so Chuman, roll me some perception.
Okay.
Nice! A 25? Natural 20?
I want to see all.
Alright, you definitely see all. So what you see, as you move past these ornamental walls, and you get to the center of this junction, you peek around, making sure it's safe before standing out and observing. Your eyes are accustomed to seeing in darkness. Just you're all right with this. You're able to see pretty much everywhere. With your whopping natural 20/25, To the south, you see a ton of bones, leading up to a large, kind of like. It's difficult to describe. It's unadorned, but the wall looks like it has like a crease in it, where in the center of this crease there is a no, sorry. Just it has a crease in it. Sorry, I was thinking about something else. And there's bones littering all the way up to it. The door is very far away. Like, yep, there's an entire hallway down there. And then nearest to you is an open chamber, also littered with bones and gold coins, and more depictions of this majestic bird on the ceiling, and these wispy energy formulations along the walls, and more fire on the ground.
Is this way, or are you talking about north?
To the south.
To the south, okay.
So that's... and the way things are traveling is against the way you're looking. So it looks like the decoration on the walls is traveling north. But in this southern open chamber, it is largely unadorned, but there are two statues holding what looks like real weaponry, not carved out of stone. Like just rusty longswords or like kind of bladed cutlasses or something. The statues are holding just two large statues. To the east, you notice that there is a slight decline of stairs. To the left, as you travel down the hallway, there's an opening, so another room there. And then further east, you can see a kind of like a descended or sunken room where there are two ramps, one leading south, one leading north. You're not able to see what's on the other side because they're behind a wall. To the north is something pretty cool. To the north, you can see a what am I trying to say? There it is. Okay, so to the north, far away in the distance, this calming light of blue illumination just flickers among several objects in a room. At the end of like the decoration of the hallways and such. With your very keen eyesight, you see quite a few things. Several torches or brazier, like cauldrons that are burning fire. There is another large silver-colored brazier in the middle that is resting on top of an oval, like oblong oval dais, like just a raised stone structure, and sitting in the middle of like a little basket. Behind it are what looks to be a couple recliners or chairs or something like that, and just an incredible amount of bones and gold coins littering the floor. And as you cast your gaze towards the flickering light of blue, and you're trying to ascertain where you are and where you should traverse next, a booming, soulful voice echoes through the halls and says, "At last, Torchbearer." And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Whoa.